pull up a chair. Just pull up a chair.
Hey, questions about the world and shit, and then trying to make sense of your own life. So my first point,
Bro, how we
while I
2
was going
minutes
straight,
in?
And how to win.
New community challenge, excuse me. Not only should you start writing scenes, chat, we're putting a film together. Think I'm playing if you want. Think I'm trolling. Think I'm just talking just to talk. That's fine. Play your part, I'll play mine. We're putting movies together. A movie together. As a community, we're putting scenes. So not only should you continue writing your scenes, chat, in my community, start writing down things like this. Prayers, journals, or prayers or little quotes that you come up with or you hear. It doesn't matter. But just credit it if it's someone else. That's interesting, chat. The man sold a book of just his journal that he's been putting together for some years. We're all capable of that, chat. We're all capable of writing some things that come to our mind from time to time down and just bundling it up. But we'll do it as a community. New challenge, chat. Challenge accepted, or y'all gonna, slack? That's gotta be one of the laziest things. And chat, I know the feeling of coming home from work, exhausted, had a long day, have to cook something to get some dinner, and it's not even gonna be steak or nothing crazy. It's gonna be a quick dinner, but I still gotta get it made. Get it made. Feed the animals. All I want to do is sit down and eat. Sit down and eat, and something comes to my mind that I think, oh yeah, that would be a good scene. That'll be a good. That's a good bar. That's a good line. And the last thing I want to do is stop what I'm doing while I'm trying to find something to put on so I can watch while I enjoy my food while it's hot. Meanwhile, I put everything on hold. I go to my notes and I write down. I know what it is to not want to do it. But chat, we cannot be that lazy. We just can't.
pretty pathological. Poetry, and you're young, you usually ask.
Hey, think about it like this. There was once a time and day where they had to go, grab a feather, heat the ink up, prepare the ink, and then grab a sheet. And, you know what I mean? Like, all you're doing is popping the phone out, clicking the app, and writing it down. It's a hassle, and it can be a headache when you just want to get food in your body, in your belly, and go to bed. But come on, chat. Come on. We can do better.
Big.
We got to have a show. Fam, I have ideas of food, something to do with food. How do you have a food show? Let's dive even deeper. How do you have a wing show and not ask the guest or their management beforehand, before they arrive, what do you prefer? Flats, drums, doesn't matter. Which one? The man likes flats and he's on his third drum. It should be nothing but flats there. Chat, what do y'all like? Hit me in the comment section. I want to know. I want to see the numbers. I think it's interesting that both of them said they both were fans of drums and they kind of gradually turned to flats. I think it's interesting because I feel like there's a switch happening. I feel like everybody was heavy with the drums. But nowadays, I feel like people tend to grab those flats way more. I don't know if there's like, a lie out there, a little white lie that people think there's more meat in the flat. I don't know what it is. I just know I always tend to see that the drums were always missing. And nowadays, there's like more drums and the flats are gone. I'm going to tell you right now, chat. I'm not lying. I don't know which one I like more. Isn't that weird when you have a conversation with someone and they tell you, you're like, so what would you prefer? What's your and they're like, I don't know. And you're like, you're confused because you're like, wait, how don't you know? It's you. It's a decision you make. Right now, if there was 10 flats in front of you or 10 drums, and I told you, hey, you can have one of them, and whatever one you don't eat, I'm taking. Which one would you grab? I don't know. I enjoy both.
No heat up front.
We're in the comment section discussing flats and drums. In the comment section, what's one of the things that went viral that you think it went so viral that even your parents knew? Or your grandparents or your uncle? You know, I've been around my uncle and he said things sometimes and I'm like, oh, I know what you're talking about. And it's interesting, the things that go so viral that even in a Spanish culture, not just English, Spanish culture, they're hip to what's going on. Like, I think of God him. God him went viral, chat. People that were Hispanic knew God him. God him. Ha! You know what I mean? And another one I think of is, man, it was just on my mind. I lost it. God him and, I can't remember. What's one for you, though? I respect his opinion when it comes to food. The man was with Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer on their podcast, Two Bears in One Cave. He broke down real nice and simple a mean tuna sandwich. I know. When I was your age, I didn't like tuna sandwiches either. I'm picky as ever when I was a little younger. But as I've grown over the years, they say every 7 years your taste buds will change. I don't know how true that is. I haven't done my research or the science, but I enjoy a good tuna sandwich. But I gotta disagree. Chat. Having a different roll when it comes to bread can make or break your sandwich. If you give me a brick as bread and I gotta eat and I'm barely biting into, a burger meat every bite I take, and I'm catching lettuce and tomato and barely any burger and bread and chewing bread. Chat, it's a bad sandwich. I'ma eat it. I'm hungry. I'm always getting full. Some of y'all got that. But that's a bad sandwich. So I understand what he's saying, especially from someone who has money, maybe has a chef. So I get it. It's overly examined these days. We're overdoing it. Oh, you need this bread. I mean, Chad, there's some baddies out there. There's some women who will cook fresh homemade bread for a burger for their man. But those type of women, they're well taken care of. Their man's coming home and they don't ever have to work type time. Or they do content. Because a woman who, hey, I hope I fall into the arms of a woman who does cooking content. So I can have me a baddie who's cooking and giving me the works so she can have her content. Because it ain't really for me. But chat, bread matters. I like a nice potato roll. Delicious. You ever had the small potato rolls? You can make, like I've seen women make buffalo chicken sandwiches. Chat, it's basically buffalo chicken dip, but buffalo chicken sandwiches on a potato roll, and then throw it back in the oven. And you ever seen butter coated on a potato roll? I mean, it's like the holy grail of all rolls. Yeah, I don't know about you, chat, but I enjoy that yellow looking bun. Pretzel rolls, they're good. I'm not going out my way for them, but they're good. One time I was hanging out with a female and she wanted to make me something. She asked what kind of bread I'll have. I told her potato rolls, I'm fine. But whatever you got, we'll eat it. And she said, no, what about a pretzel roll? I said, never had it. She said, you gotta try it. She went and got it. I enjoyed it. No complaints. But it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't like, oh, I need to grab this. Food was good.
Key and prime is I like the ketchup to be the first thing to hit my palate.
Hey, my disclaimer before saying I'm going against the family was that I understand and respect his position when it comes to food. Chat, I stand by this, I stamp it, and I'll keep pushing it and putting it out there. Every sandwich tastes better cut in half. Turkey, ham, and cheese, all the way to cheesesteak, buffalo chicken, something about it tastes better cut in half. I just had I took some turkey, someone had cooked some turkey and blessed me with a bunch of it. I took some of that and threw it in some potato rolls. Delicious sandwiches.
Dude.
Those are so small I don't cut them in half. But because this show is wildly successful, that they would have, the camera angles they have, but before the guest goes to eat the wing, You would think they throw like a little camera shot, just a little angle of how much sauce they're putting on. All you need is a beautiful camera right there, set up on the plates the whole time. So every time they dump their sauce, you see how much they put, and you know. So you're really engaged throughout the whole process. I don't know how much he's eating, chat, and the fact that I know that they put their own sauce on always makes me feel like, how do I know he actually put 2 drops, real drops, or did he put a baby drop? Any guess? Did she put a baby drop, or did they actually get hit with this hot sauce? You know what I mean, chat? We need to petition this, or just take a poll and just push this into the atmosphere, that there's a little camera, just see angle where we see how much hot sauce they put on. It's not much to ask for. This show is successful. You kidding me? Chat, ain't that the goal at the end of the day? To live a life that is worth coming home to at the end of the day. A man has a beautiful wife and a beautiful kids, a beautiful family. He's working, and he's always consistently chasing anything. He got a brand of I don't want to don't quote me. He got a brand of alcohol, I think tequila, with his wife. He's close with his mama Dukes. She's close with the family. Nice, beautiful family. And now he's dipping his toes in books, chat. And all he did was, throughout his years, in a year from now, 2027, I know, we're right around the corner though, 2026. 2027 is going to go by like that, irregardless of what I do in the meantime. Why not try to get 10K viewership? Average 10K viewership this year. That's the goal. This year's goal, 2026 to 2027, the goal is to put so much content out, from clipping to good reaction videos, all the way to music. I can't wait to get back to music. I gotta find that balance. Last stream we just talked about balance. I gotta find that balance where I can do reactions, clipping, working on trying to get a movie role, and still dibble in music. Dibble and dabble, because it ain't gonna be half stepping. I miss it, chat. I miss just hours and hours of, with music. 8 hours can go by and I'm still trying to get things done, and I haven't really looked at the clock. I'm mindful that time is going, but I'm not looking at the clock. With reaction channels, things like this, every once in a while, I have my day where I might look up and say, sheesh, 3 hours left still. But it doesn't matter. We're here. We're going to keep showing up. I'm going to get to that number, 10K. I'm on the road to 10K viewership. 10K averaging viewership every time I click this app, every time I go live. And we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. So, yeah. But yeah, that's the goal, chat. That's the goal. You can create a life for yourself that you're proud of and that you're balancing. Relationship with your kin, relationship with a girl, relationship with family. You're dibbling and dabbling. Over the time span of what do you say, 10 years, 15? All he did was write down something every once in a while. He was still acting. He was still in movies. He's still in hit movies. He's still taking care of his wife and his kids. He's still managing to have a tequila brand, with a liquor brand with his wife, and still be attentive to his kids. And yeah, he was still able to say, you know what's a good poem? I just came up with a little something. Write that down. Or I just had a funny joke. Write that down. I got a funny idea. Write that down. I got a good idea. Write that down. And it got to the point where after those years have gone, those years are going to pass either way. Whether you pull your phone out and write your idea down, or if you don't. The only difference is that if you did, when those years finally do pass, and you're able to look back at it, hey yo, relax. But when you're able to look back at it, you got a bunch of material. Alright, chat. Get out. Just get out. Hold up, chat. Don't get out yet. Let me see something. If I see anything else with Mcconaughey, I'm just gonna click it. Because I feel like we got 5 more minutes before we get out. Y'all want to watch his most iconic roles? Gordon Ramsay teaches McConaughey how to make the ultimate steak and eggs. 31 minutes, bro. I was going to say, I'm in. 31 minutes is crazy to make some steak and eggs with a professional chef. Chat, I was this close to clicking that. Because I'm telling you, he knows about food. Matthew McConaughey's funniest impressions. Nah, we're going with this one. Drew Barrymore. Hey, you know Drewski made it to Jimmy Kimmel? Or Jimmy? I didn't read Jimmy Kimmel or Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel. Drewski made it to Jimmy Kimmel, chat. And I can't react to it because by the time I'm done on stream, I download it, I go post it on YouTube. They're going to tell me, you got to cut this pit out. Can't react to nothing. None of the Jimmys. No Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel. Can't react to none of them. Excuse me. Can't react to, who's another one that I enjoy? Can't react to nothing with Conan. How you going to take away? How you not going to let reaction channels react to Conan O'Brien? The man won not a Tony Award, and she's like a MILF now. I don't know if she has kids. I shouldn't say that. But Drew Barrymore is thick. But chat, you ever been with a beautiful white girl and you tell her you're thick, but you gotta like redefine? There's so many words that we use on a day-to-day that we don't really consider slang because we've almost, the entire city and every city around us has adapted this word. Like this is in our vocabulary. Like I've had people, who was it? My man's mom, my right-hand man's mom was like, oh, the food is banging. Like she started talking like that. So like there's certain words, but that word kind of died out. But there's certain words that everybody just starts using and you don't even think twice about it. But whenever I tell an older woman, not young woman, an older woman like a beautiful Drew Barrymore, if you were on a date with her or something and you and her were just talking, shooting it back and forth, and you told her she was thick, you gotta like walk her through the compliment of calling her thick. Like no, not like, cause it's just they take it so wrong. Like thick? You really think I'm a big girl? Just like no. That's not how that's been used for the last 12 years. Here's chat. Chat, am I the only one thinking it? I'll be the one to say it. You want to bring the dog on the show? I'm gonna assume it's Drew Barrymore's, since it's Drew Barrymore's show. You want to bring the dog on the show? Bring the dog on the show. Train the little guy. Train the little guy to sit there and look cute. I know he's a dog. He's gonna do what dogs do. But put some money up. If you want him on the show, put some money up. Train the little guy to somehow sit there for at least an hour, look good, look cute, and just relax. You give him all the pets he wants and give him a couple bones nearby. Freaking dog is looking the other way in the middle of a shot and it's distracting. Right? Or am I being bougie? That's how you know someone did not watch your movie. You heard Drew Barrymore? And by the way, I love Drew Barrymore, but did you hear her? He's like, I did Angels in the Outfield. She's like, yes, baseball. Like the only one fact that someone that didn't see that movie would know about that movie. Chat, I didn't know McConaughey was in the freaking Angels in the Outfield. Now I gotta go watch the movie. And I didn't say watch it again because I don't know if I even ever seen it. But I know I would have watched it if I knew he was in it. And this is Dazed and Confused. Chat, some of y'all, for me, for as much as I talk being a movie guy, a philanthropist, like I know movies, I talk movies, I want to be in movies, I want to be a part of movies. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I talk a good game, chat, there's a nice list of movies that I've never seen that would disappoint some of you movie heads. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, chat. Speaking of Drew Barrymore, I've never seen E.T. Isn't that crazy? Like, how do you not see... It's close. It's not the same what I'm about to say, but it's close. That's like someone telling you, who? The Beatles? Who's that? That's almost like that. Like, whoa. You come to America, you get a little bit Americanized over here. I don't care where you come from. Welcome. But you gotta know who the Beatles are. You don't gotta listen to them. You don't gotta know their songs. And you definitely don't have to know all their names. But you gotta know who I'm talking about when I say the Beatles. Chat, I never seen E.T. And Drew Barrymore was a child, bro. Have y'all ever seen Dazed Confused? Because I ain't gonna hold you. I never seen Dazed and Confused. Think Mcconaughey could have pulled off Andy Kaufman? I'm not taking away what Jim Carrey did. Legendary. But we just reacted to Jim Carrey last stream. And you know, his legacy. Y'all think McConaughey, he mentioned bongos, I don't know, I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to picture it with his face. Wait, you see Drew Barrymore? Look how serious she looked. That should be my thumbnail. Drew, believe me, I know how to edit this. I'm going to have the people on the edge of the seat. They're going to want more. They're going to keep coming back. No, bro. Give us the content. I mean, yeah, it works. But look, now we all missed out on it. What, I got to go find it? I want to know. That was a gem. I'm keeping that in my back pocket for parenting. Wait till I have children and they get their age and they're trying to get anything we're trying to vote on. All right, we'll vote as a family. We'll all take our chance and we'll vote as a family. Best one gets the job. That's a great way. I could have sworn though when she said, "Do you debate?" she meant like, because first she prefaced that with, "You have 3 children." Which, by the way, I didn't know they were all teens. I mean, I heard him when he said it in the last interview. But I thought, that this is a newer one. He's talking about his new film. Maybe he's just saying, like, 1 or 2 of them. They're all teen. They're all about 12, 14. But, that's dope, though. To come home and see your son, like, interested in a role. Like, yo, Pop, what's up with that movie you're in? Oh, yeah, it's going good. Can I cast? Can I get cat? Can I go for it? Can I audition? That is fire, chat. And then I like how he didn't give him an easy, oh yeah. He gave him the, and then on top, I mean, he was just giving us wisdom on wisdom, gems on gems. And then he went about it so wise. He didn't want him to feel the credit went to his last name, but he also didn't want him to, doubt himself or think he could have got it because of his and didn't get it because of his last name. So either way, he took that right out the equation. Let me see if I see the video that we're looking for. I don't see it. Should we just see if it's this? Matthew McConaughey is a great example in many ways. We discussed a few of them. But chat, he is the version of yes man. Like, well, within boundaries. Not no stupidity. Nothing illegal and probably nothing that's going to be harmful to him or anyone he loves or anyone. But chat, you see how he's so willing? That's my thing. I need to get more into a willing spirit. And I do work on it. I want a woman who has a willing spirit. I want to be a partner with a woman who's like, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make a tequila brand. Let's try it. Let's put our money where our mouth is. Let's have children. Let's let our children do it. Like, just always willing. Like, look how quickly. It's the small things. I know it's not that deep, but it is the small things that makes the difference in who you're shaping yourself to be. Like, someone asked me, hey, I got a few people that got questions. I might be a little hesitant, a little bit. I'm listening. Where are they at? What kind of questions? He's like, hey, let's do it. All right, no problem. That's how we gotta be, chat. That's where we're gonna find the opportunities. Like, again, within boundaries. Should you live just like the Yes Man movie? Speaking of Jim Carrey, not exactly. I mean, you can't overpour. You can't empty out you can't. The best way to say it, I've heard it like this once. You probably have. You can't pour into other people from an empty cup. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, it's back. It's back.
Levi.
No, it's not back.
And Vita. And now we.
Why is this happening? There we go. We found it, chat. It worked out. And we're way over our time. But I can live with that. Stay tuned for part 2. You mean part 3? We just watched part 1. It definitely went right before this. Chat, what's up? Has Adam Sandler ever been on here? Excuse me. So 2 movies I found out about. Matthew McConaughey has been in, and I didn't know. Angels in the Outfield and Magic Mike. And he got a real part in Magic Mike. So I don't know how I didn't know. I at least seen the trailer for Magic Mike, and I don't remember seeing him. But yeah, I'm going to check out Angels in the Outfield. No, I'm not. I mean, I want to, but it's not like I'm going to report back by tomorrow. What I will check out, I'm going to figure out how to squeeze it in this week. I want to watch Dazed and Confused. I want to see why so many people speak about that movie. Alright, chat. Get out. Seriously this time.